Right then, this is a quick walk around video for an absolutely fabulous Honda. This is a 2.2 Black Edition diesel CR-V. They call it a Black Edition, but this is the white edition of the Black Edition, if you know what I mean, clearly because it's white. What makes this car special, it's one of the last of this version, but also the fact it's covered just 25,000 miles and is in a condition to match. It is absolutely beautiful. I'll go around the car for you. Black Edition kits get the grills, bigger 19-inch alloys, rear spoiler, front and rear bumper treatments. All adds up to a really impressive looking car. Front of it clear and intact, no cracks of condensation there. Bonnet, can't see any obvious stone chips at all. Near side of the car, beautifully smooth down the panels, no car parking indentations that jump out. Near side front alloy, the ones that generally closest to the curb and takes the damage, I can't see a mark anywhere. Panels on this side, beautiful. Near side rear alloy, again, absolutely fantastic. Rear 3/4 angle, always looks good with the kits, just gives it substance, this car. And again, absolutely wonderfully clean. Tow bar fitted, quick release one, and we have the key for that as well. Off side of the car, driver side, as with the near side, just beautifully smooth down the panels. Side rear alloy, again, fantastic condition. Panels, final alloy, again, superb. This is a 10-year-old car, but you would never believe it looking at the condition of the car there. Coming to the boot area, absolutely cavernous on the CR-Vs, and it looks like it's virtually never been used. The fabrics, the plastics, all in beautiful condition. It's coming to the back of the car, wide opening rear doors, huge amounts of leg room, and for no apparent reason my camera makes the seats look purpley or pinky even. They're not, they are black. I have no idea why it does that, but it is incredibly clean. It's almost like the back again has hardly ever been used. The front and passenger side, again, all really clean. Passenger seat again, absolutely beautiful condition. Again, it is black and not purple or pink. Finally, driver's side, all incredibly clean. Again, same for footwell areas. Driver's seat for a 10-year-old car in remarkable condition. So inside the car now, engine's running as always, so the dash is illuminated, which looks pretty much like new. Sat nav working exactly as it should, as you can see. Go up onto the dash there, you can see the rear parking camera working likewise, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Coming down, just see how beautifully this thing has been kept. Going to the binnacle, 25,309 miles, engine's running, and there are no warning lights on the car at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2.2 Black Edition. Car is registered OV15OYL, and mileage at the start of the video is a scarcely believable but entirely true 25,301 miles. The reason we do these videos, by the way, and especially actually this bit, the road test section, is just to ensure that if anyone's online, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. The reason we've always felt it important is purely because, like loads of people, we've been to see cars which has looked perfectly good in a photograph or a description, and get there, drive it, and find out it's got an obvious fault that shows up as soon as you drive the car. That can be really frustrating. Also done on these very quiet country roads. It's a beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and of course the hope is it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself, obviously, should you go on a drive in the car. So coming to the car itself, with a low mileage, you'd hope it drives nicely, and it does that and more really. It's just a lovely car, this. Twist the key, engine starts instantly and settles to completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge is running as a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. It is a lovely diesel engine, this one. It's got all of the traits you'd want from a Honda, so they're incredibly tough and reliable over very big mileages. They're also cam chain driven, so there's no cam belts to have to worry about in them. But more than that, it's actually just how they drive. It's, you know it's a diesel at low speed. That's just the nature of diesels, unfortunately. When you're on the move, it's very smooth and quiet. What I've always loved about them is the power delivery is so linear, where you've got a really broad power band, unlike a lot of their competitors where you get thrust and it just dies away. This one picks up 1300 RPM, turbo's there, put your foot down, but it keeps revving. But the difference again is when it revs so smoothly when you pick up the revs. It doesn't sound diesely at all. It's just, say, at low speed, you'll know it. But brilliant engine, really is. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch on the car, absolutely perfect, as you'd expect given the mileage of the car. Gearbox itself is one of the best you're going to use anywhere in any car, actually. It starts with the positioning of the gear lever and the angle into the dashboard here, so that your movement is exactly as your arm wants to flow. It's ergonomically brilliant. But it's also the gear change. It's so slick, smooth. It's got a lovely feel, mechanical feel, even though it's cable operated. You're not going to better it in any car this class. And that feels exactly as it would have done when it was new, by the way. Moving on to the steering and chassis on the car, always been a strong point of the CR-V, because they're just such a nice car to drive. Honda make it quite clear that these aren't sports cars. They're not meant to be sports cars. So if you're expecting one that's going to sort of excite you, particularly when you drive, you'd be sadly disappointed, which unfortunately some road testers tend to dwell on rather than actually what the car's designed for. What's so good about this car is actually what it achieves, despite being the car it is, i.e. a tall, upright SUV. The steering is beautifully weighted, very accurate, pretty quick, so it ticks all those boxes really nicely. It also tracks nice and straight without any vibrations. The suspension itself, the ride is very comfortable, very well judged. It's really nice for you and your family. You're not getting jarred and thrown about all over the place. Yet when you go through the corners, and I'll carry a bit more speed than I should into this corner just to exaggerate it, I turn in, hardly any movement and virtually no body motion. It's brilliantly controlled. And that's very hard to achieve when you've got suspension soft enough to give you a comfortable ride. Worth pointing out also, by the way, absolutely no clunks, rattles, anything from the suspension at all. It's all in very good order. Brakes on the car are excellent, powerful. There's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal. It's all in fine fettle there. So coming inside the car, first thing you're always aware of when you get into a CR-V, driving position is brilliant. Really easy to get a good driving position in the car. Really good seats, and also excellent visibility in the car. It's one of these cars when you jump in, you don't feel sort of hemmed in or claustrophobic in any way. You get really good out of the car all the way around. Big wing mirrors help with that, and lane changing, manoeuvres, that kind of stuff. I can actually see the bottoms of the car, which is not always the case on modern cars, of course. Then you notice, by their complete absence, no creaks, no rattles, nothing. It's just a beautifully put together car, and in, as you'd expect, absolutely fantastic condition. And then finally, the dashboard itself. It's a well-equipped car, but it's a car you can just jump in and drive. It's not one of these you've got to sit and scratch your head for 10 days trying to work out how to operate it. It's really simple and all working rather nicely. Sat-nav, standard on the black editions. Down below that, dual zone climate control system, so you can have different temperatures on either side of the car. That pumps out lovely cold air as well. All of the switch gears, as always the case in Hondas, has that lovely high quality feel to all of the controls. They're really tactile and nice, and you're in something very well manufactured when you drive them. And then finally you've got this lovely clear dash binnacle in front, white on black dials, nice and simple, and not overcomplicated, which I hate on most modern cars. Finally your leather bound steering wheel, really nice to hold and look at, and again, like the rest of the interior, in lovely condition. This is a four-wheel drive version of the CR-V, albeit you don't do anything on CR-Vs, it's completely automatic. And it's very clever indeed. Honda worked out donkey's years ago that most people will be doing as I am right now, driving where you don't need four-wheel drive on. So pretty much 99% of the time you're going to be driving in the most efficient way possible, two-wheel drive and front-wheel drive. Should it need to go into four-wheel drive, it does so automatically, and it does it via the traction control system of the car, so it reacts far more quickly than you ever could yourself. So what happens is, if you were, let's say, on a sort of mud or snow or ice, front wheel started to lose grip, it would seamlessly bring in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive. Absolutely brilliant. The advantages of the system are fairly obvious, really. You're going to get through less fuel, you're going to use your tyres less quickly, and it puts way less mechanical stress through the vehicle of the car. This is a very special example, I have to say. It's a really lovely car, but I can't fault it in any way.